I always find it pretty incredible at how much nature can take over an area in such a small amount of time. I've been neglecting, like for the last few months, I have really been neglecting this property in like the maintenance, the care it deserves, especially the trails. Like within a few months, the trails kind of get taken over by fallen leaves and debris, and you know, the growth happens really quickly. We get that spring rain and that spring sunshine, and all of a sudden there's growth everywhere. And so the last little while I've been really trying to get back to where it was when, you know, I kind of had it at its prime and I was maintaining it better. Because I do love like creating areas that give access to nature, that feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. And what's really unique about this property is that it's actually not in the middle of nowhere. We're one of the few properties along this river that are still the full length from the road to the river. So we have almost kind of like a slice that goes in behind other properties, and it's only 7 acres, but that 7 acres is so much when it's still kept and maintained, and when you have access to it, and especially being so close to the city and being able to share it with people who don't have, you know, 7 acres to just walk along, I think is really important. Because I don't know, no matter who you are, you can always benefit from a little bit of extra time in nature. And that's sometimes you need more than just one tree to hug. You need to just sit here. I'm ranting a bit now, but I do think that places like this are very special, and so a part of me wants to maintain the integrity and the access that we can keep to it without damaging, you know, the land itself. Because we do occasionally host people here. We haven't so much obviously since I have not maintained it, but we do host people here, you know, that want to come from the city to get a little bit of a break and to get that kind of access to nature that obviously they don't normally have. And I think that's really important to share with people. And like, you can probably hear it in a lot of my videos. There's birds and there's nature happening, but there's also airplanes that fly right overhead because we're so close to an airport. And there's also like a road right, I don't know, less than a kilometer away where you hear horns and ambulances, and you know, our city, our little town is just a kilometer up the road, not even, and there are lots of businesses operating. What I'm saying is basically, it feels like you're in the middle of the woods here, but we're kind of not. We're just one of the few slices that has been kept in its entirety and not chopped off and sold. So yeah, a part of me thinks that the proximity to the cities and our ability to share nature with others is very important. It's been important to me, even in the content I post online and stuff. Like, not everyone has access to the sounds of nature, the feeling of the forest, and that's really heartbreaking. So, rant over, but I'm trying to maintain the trails to invite more of that access. And also, I think the reason I'm filming it is because I know even through the stuff I watch and listen to on YouTube or whatever, I love nature videos. I love hearing the birds in the background. I like learning about other people's areas. I mean, even if you're just a few kilometers away, I think it's really neat when people share their love of nature, because the world needs more of that kind of thing. So, with the birds and the road construction in the background, I am going to attempt to clean up a little bit of the trails around the cabin today, and so I thought I would bring you with me. Okay, let me just show you what I've kind of got going on over here. So this is in behind our cabin, and essentially what I'm trying to do over here is like create a side trail into the main trail, which I'm calling, it's not even the main trail actually, it's a side trail into another side trail, which I have named the Trillium Trail, and I'm about to show you in a minute why. again, this is getting stuck. Obviously, just like I'm trying to move sticks out of the way, kind of create an area where there's less debris and a bit of guide to where you're going. So obviously it's like rough, and I've used old bed posts and things. Anyway. And in here is like the area that I have not completed yet. As you can, actually, I don't know, can you tell that it's like really, it's overgrown is what I'm saying up in here. It's very overgrown. So I have a lot of like dead sticks and things, dead branches to take down. I have a lot of, look at the size of some of these vines. They're actually crazy. Maybe I can use that for something. I don't know, but there's a lot of, yeah, just fallen debris that needs to be cleared out so I can get potentially the mini tractor through here, although I doubt it. This might just be a walking path, you know? There's also a few smaller apple trees scattered throughout the woods here, which right now, because it's spring, you can really tell because all of them are in bloom. So we're kind of, oops. So we're kind of coming onto like the main trail here, which is along the side of our property. And this is like the Trillium Trail loop. So I'll show you kind of going in the main way. And as far as like where the path is created, I just kind of like to go where the trees tell me is the easiest way. Like through this little walkway here. I know, I'm silly. And there was kind of a path here. Well, there was a path here when we first got the place, but it was not at all this cleared out. It was very much like you had to duck through branches and stuff. So the work that I've put in here is legit, let me tell you. Let's see if I can get kind of. So you see how the bush was and where I've created something of a trail. If you can see the, oops, you can see the difference of where the trail is and where it is not. There's a lot of raking. Okay, hold on, I want to show you. This is like the fork in the road. This is the picnic place if you were to have a picnic here. But there's kind of like, so this is where we came in, and you can circle back to the main trail and back to the cabin that way. But if you feel so inclined, you can come this way. And these trilliums are actually starting to change color now because it's near the end of the season for them. It's getting pretty warm out. They were white. I'll probably show a few clips of them being 100% white. But yeah, they are everywhere in this one area of the forest, and so I've created a trail basically, and I want to clean it up more in here too, so you can walk all along kind of like through there. Anyway, next project. Oh, she moves. That's good to know. Also, the footwear is not appropriate. And yes, I'm a socks and sandals kind of girly. It's me falling off a log. Then we turn and we go back to the main trail. And then, so this little fork in the road takes you back up to the cabin or onto the main trail that kind of goes to the river. There's a turkey nearby. I know because I could hear them. But I'm quite sure they've already heard me. always like to do a little quiet walkthrough first because, especially in the morning, there's just more likely to be animals out and about and starting their day. Wow, the wind really just picked up there. But yeah, so I'm more likely to see deer or turkeys or raccoons or, you know, little critters out and about. Just trying to make it so I can at least get the tractor through here to pick up any of the main big debris, but I'm cleaning little sticks off, obviously. This little ginger patch is growing honestly bigger every year on either side. There's a few patches, but this one has spread like every single year. Maybe just the way the roots grow, but I'll try to let it take over the area as much as it wants. It's beautiful and it smells really lovely. See, now this one, I'm gonna need a big saw for that one. I'm pretty sure I can't just move that on my own or take a risk with it. So that I will have to come back to. But you're in the way, for sure. Okay, and here we have like the problem of the day. This tree fell at some point in the winter and I have been avoiding this area because I don't know how the heck I'm gonna move it. I think really like chopping it into pieces is my best bet, but also the tractor might be able to push it to the side pretty well. Either way, also going to be one of the heftier projects that I have to do. Really just because I can't, I can't get around it. Like the trees are in such a way that I can't sneak the tractor around through here, and the edge of our property is just over there, so I don't want to get too close. Like I still want it to be in the woods. So this really is the only place that I can kind of come through and connect it back to the trail. So yeah, that's an issue. Mother Nature's a badass though, to just back at the big bitch, and I'm going to attempt to move this one with our tractor, but I'm not sure how this is going to go, so just bear with me, and if it doesn't go well, I'm just going to delete the evidence. Okay, so now the issue is I'm not actually sure where to put the camera so that it will be safe from the tree and the tractor, because like I can't just put you here. What if the tree comes? Quite had this problem before. You know, like, it wasn't the smoothest execution, but What tree? Eh? What tree? That wind is really getting crazy. So anyway, this is the other project of the day that I don't want to I can't just run this through with the tractor. This is, you know, so, oh, this is really not that hard. Okay, I'm not gonna try and lift a tree, even if it is like flimsy. I feel like that's just a wrist injury waiting to happen. So there's a lot of ways I want to do this, but I feel like, especially because I'm on my own in the middle of the woods, I should be careful. I did bring a saw with me. Let's see how fast that works. However, it's a handsaw, right? So like, I know how to, but I don't feel comfortable operating a chainsaw, so this is what we're roughing with. I guess I kind of want to cut it over here, where the path isn't. Let's see what happens. That's not smart. Yeah. It's like she's flimsy enough that she won't break. And also just the angle sawing up there is new idea. I think I said something about being careful, but I mean, I got it done. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Huh. New problem. So I got them on the ground, but I can't really move them. Another horrible idea. Well, I got it cleaned up. We're just gonna ignore some of those messy parts in there, thank you. But yeah, so we got the two major branches cleared up on the path that I wanted to get done today. My arms hurt because this saw sucks. I need to just suck it up and learn to get comfortable with the chainsaw because I think I could have saved a lot of time just now. Anyway, we got it done, woman power, and I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for this one today, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you do on that realm, and get outside today if you can. Hope to see you out there. Bye. That was me trying to be smooth. Hope to see you out there. Bye.